Hello students, today we will start with a new chapter that is called integers. In the previous chapters you have studied about natural numbers, whole numbers. Now we will study a new number system that is called integer. Before studying integers we must know about negative numbers. What are negative numbers? Numbers with minus sign are called negative numbers. For example, the temperature of some countries may be below 0 degrees Celsius. For example, in cold countries like UK, Canada, the temperature goes down to below 0 degree Celsius. The temperature may be -5, -10 degree Celsius. In the last winters, the minimum temperature of Ladakh was -30 degrees Celsius. So we also require negative numbers. Negative numbers can be represented on a number line on the left of 0. See this number line. In this number line at the center there is 0. On the right side of 0 there are positive numbers, and on the left side of 0 there are negative numbers like -1, -2 and so on. Like positive numbers, they have successor as well as predecessor. In the whole number system chapter, you have studied about the successor as well as predecessor. In the same way, negative numbers have also successor and predecessor. Situations when we use positive and negative signs. In this table some situations are shown where do we need positive and negative sign. For example, distance. If you are moving in a forward direction, we use positive sign with it. If you are moving in a backward direction, just opposite of that forward direction, that we use negative sign there. Temperature. If the temperature is above 0 degrees Celsius, we use positive sign with that. If the temperature is below 0 degrees Celsius, we use negative sign with that. Profit. If a shopkeeper has a gain or a profit of suppose 10 rupees, so we will show with positive sign, we will write +10. And if he has a loss of 10 rupees, then we will say he has a loss of -10. Direction. If you are moving in a upward direction, we use positive sign with it, and if we are moving in a negative downward direction, we use negative sign with it. Suppose someone is moving in the north direction and other person is moving in the south direction, then for the north direction we use positive sign, and for the south direction we use negative sign. Bank account. If you are depositing some amount in the bank account, suppose you have deposited 300 rupees in your account, we use +300. And if you are withdrawing some amount, suppose you have withdrawn 100 rupees from your balance, then we will say you have withdrawn -100. Acceleration. If the speed of a vehicle is increasing, we say the vehicle is accelerating and we use positive sign. If speed is decreasing, we say deaccelerating and we use negative sign with it. So these are the situations where we require positive and negative signs. Now, successor and predecessor of negative numbers. Successor, by the definition you have studied earlier, successor is the number which is one more than that number. On the number line, you can also say successor is the number which is one step to the right of the number, or we can say it is one more than the number. For example, -3, the successor of -3 will be one more than that it, or on the right side of -3, so -2 is the successor of -3. Predecessor of a number is the number which is one step to the left of the number, or we can say it is one less than the number. For example, predecessor of -3 will be -4, or if we have to find out the successor of -1, so successor of -1 will be 0 and successor or predecessor of -1 will be -2. Integers. Now come to the topic integers. Definition of integer. How do we define integer? Integers are the set of whole numbers and their opposites. We know whole numbers are the numbers which start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. These are whole numbers and their opposites. Their opposite means -1, -2, -3 and so on. This collection is called integers. Integers are positive and negative numbers. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, these are positive integers, and -1, -2, -3, they are called negative integers. The number line goes on forever in both direction and is indicated by arrows. For example, in this diagram, at center 0, right side there are positive integer, on the left side of 0 there are negative integers. Whole numbers greater than 0 are called positive integers, and these numbers are to the right of 0 on the number line. So this is the definition of integer, means collection of whole numbers and their opposites. They are called integers. When Venn diagram is there, natural numbers, all of you know the counting numbers starting from 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, they are called natural numbers. They are the part of the whole numbers. Whole number are the numbers which start from 0. Only 0 is there which is not a natural number, except 0 all are natural numbers. Then whole numbers are the part of integers. In the whole number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, they all are non-negative integers, and the negative numbers -8, -3, -5, they are not whole number, they are just negative integers. Comparison of integers. Comparison of integer, we have to tell that which integer is greater or which integer is smaller. Comparing integer. On a number line, the number to the left is always less than the number on the right. For example, if you are taking 2, on the right side of 2, all numbers are greater than 2, and on the left side of 2, all numbers are less than 2. Here is one example. We have to compare -1 and -6. So -1 is to the right side of -6. So we will say -1 is greater and -6 is smaller. In the vertical number line, at center there is 0. On the top of 0 there are positive integer, and at the bottom of 0 there are negative integer. When comparing integers on a vertical number line, the number on the top is greater. For example, 5 is greater than -5. Here one example is taken. Compare -4 and 2. 2 is at the top of 0 and -4 is at the bottom of 0. So -4 is less than 2. Example, order -15, 7 and -10, we have to arrange them in ascending order. So -15 is at the bottom, so it is the smallest, then -10, then 7. This is the ascending order of these numbers. So this is comparison of integers. Next is adding integers on the number line. Now we have to do operations on integers. There are 4 operations in mathematics: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. In 6th class we have to study addition and subtraction of the integers. So first of all, addition of integers with the help of number line. So there are 2 rules. First rule is, to add a positive integer, move to the right. For example, see the second one. We have to add 7 to -3. 7 is positive integer, so we have to move to the right side of -3. First of all, you come to -3, from 0 to -3. Then after reaching at -3, you have to move 7 steps towards the right of -3. 7 steps to the right of -3 like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where do we reach? We reach at 4. So answer will be 4. Then come to the second rule. To add a negative integer, move to the left. If we have to add negative integer, we will move towards the left side. For example, you see the second one. You have to add -6 to 4. So what we will do? First of all, we will move from 0 to 4. Then after reaching at 4, we will move 6 steps towards the left like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where do we reach? We reach at -2. So answer will be -2. Again, one more example is there. You have to add -4 to -1. Which rule we will follow? This is -4, negative integer. We will follow the second rule. So first of all, we will move from 0 to -1. 0 to -1, then 4 steps to the left side: 1, 2, 3, 4. Where do we reach? We reach at -5. So -5 is the answer. So these are the rules for the addition. Next is subtraction of integers on the number line. Now we have to subtract the integers on the number line. So again there are two rules, and these rules are just opposite of the addition. For example, first rule, you see the first rule, to subtract a positive integer, move to the left. Move to the left. For example, if you have to subtract 4 from minus 3, now only 4 is the positive integer, so starting from minus 3 we will move 4 steps to the left side. First of all, we will move from 0 to minus 3, then 4 steps to the left of minus 3. See, this is 4. If we move 4 steps to the left of minus 3, 1 2 3 4, where do we reach? We reach at minus 7. So the answer will be minus 7. Then come to the second rule, to subtract a negative integer, move to the right. If we want to subtract a negative integer, we move to right. For example, if we have to subtract minus 9 from minus 5, now minus 9, this is negative integer. First of all, we will move from 0 to minus 5, then from minus 5 to the left of right side of it, we will move 9 steps, and after moving 9 steps, where do we reach? We reach at 4. So answer is 4. So these are the rules for the subtraction of integers on the number line. Next is additive inverse. What is additive inverse? First of all, you see the definition. For any number a, the additive inverse is minus a, such that a plus minus a is equal to 0. Or in simple language, additive inverse is the number which is just opposite of that, so that sum becomes 0. For example, additive inverse of minus 5. Minus 5, the additive inverse of minus 5 is plus 5, so that their sum is 0. What will be the additive inverse of 14? The additive inverse of 14 will be minus 14, so that sum is 0. So means additive inverse is the number which is just opposite sign, which is just of opposite sign. They are also called negatives of each other. Then now we have studied about the addition and subtraction on the number line. Now, but it is not always possible to draw the number line, so we have to study some rules for adding and subtracting positive and negative integers. So there are 3 rules. First rule is positive plus positive is equal to positive. Means if we have to add 2 positive integers, you simply add them and the answer will be again positive integer. For example, if you have to add 3 and 5, so answer will be 8, and 3 and 5 are positive, so answer will also be plus 8. Second rule is negative plus negative is equal to negative. Means if you have to add 2 negative integers, you simply add them and put negative sign with the answer. For example, if you have to add minus 3 and minus 5, you add 3 and 5, we get 8, but because my 3 and 5 both are negative, so answer will be minus 8. Third rule is positive plus negative is equal to, answer is the number with biggest absolute value. First we should know the rule. Positive and negative integer, one integer is positive, other integer is negative, they are of opposite sign. So what we will do, we will not add, we will subtract, because they are of opposite sign. We simply subtract the smaller one from the greater one, from the greater one, and the sign of the answer will be the sign of the number with higher numerical value. For example, if there is one integer minus 3 and one integer is 5, so minus 3 plus 5, they are of opposite sign. So you simply subtract 3 from 5, 5 minus 3 is 2, and because 5 is of positive sign, so answer will be plus 2. Now there are some problems on the addition and subtraction of integers. First example I have taken, 11 plus minus 7 is equal to 4. 11 is positive, 7 is negative, so third rule is there. 11 minus 7 is equal to 4, because 11 is positive, so answer is plus 4. Next is minus 20 minus 13. both integers are negative. If both integers are negative, they are of same sign, we have to add them. 20 plus 13 is 33. Because both are negative, so answer will be minus 33. In third condition, we have 23 minus bracket minus 12. So if this situation come, if a number has two signs, minus and minus, if there are two negative signs, they will cancel out with each other, and we will say minus minus plus 23 plus 12. You simply add them. 23 plus 12 is equal to 35. Fill in the blanks. Minus 8 plus dash is equal to 0. This is the example of additive inverse. Minus 8 plus 8 equal to 0, because 8 is the additive inverse of minus 8. Next one is also additive inverse. 13 plus dash is equal to 0. 13 plus minus 13 is equal to 0. Minus 4 plus dash is equal to minus 12. What should we add to minus 4 so that we get minus 12? So we will add minus 8. Next is dash minus 15 is equal to minus 10. What number should be here so that we get the answer minus 10? This is the example of subtraction, because 10 is smaller than 15. So answer will be 5. 5 minus 15 is equal to minus 10. Now here is the summary of the chapter. What we have studied in this chapter. First of all, we have studied about the definition, the collection of numbers. 0, plus 1, minus 1, plus 2, minus 2, and so on are called integers. Second point is plus 1, plus 2, plus 3 are called positive integers. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and so on are called negative integers. 0, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, and so on are called non-negative integers. Non-negative integer. You must know that 0 is neither positive nor negative. Fifth one, to add two negative integers, these are the rules. To add two negative integers, we add corresponding positive integer and retain the negative sign with the sum. This is second rule. Next is to add a positive and negative integer, we ignore the signs and subtract the integer with smaller numerical value from the integer with larger numerical value and use the sign of larger one. This is third rule. Seventh point is two integers whose sum is 0 are called additive inverses of each other, and they are also called the negatives of each other. So we have studied this in this chapter. Now there are some facts. Do you know Indians were the first to use negative numbers? Brahmagupta used negative numbers in 628 AD. He stated rules for operations on negative numbers. European mathematicians of 16th and 17th century did not accept the idea of negative numbers and referred them as absurd and fiction. John Wallis believed that negative numbers were greater than infinity. The scientists believe that lowest temperature attainable is about minus 273 degrees Celsius. At this temperature, the molecules and the atoms of a substance have the least possible energy.